Hello, how are you today? Welcome to everyone. We are going to give ourselves a little bit of time so that everybody comes in. Sometimes we have some late people coming in. We're going to give them a chance to get aboard. How are you? Isn't it a beautiful day today? Spring is coming slowly but surely. Wonderful. I see people coming in. It's great. Welcome, guys. It's a beautiful day to take action. And today we are welcoming all the new people that are wanting to share this live webinar with me. We have Lisa, who is new with us. Thank you, Lisa, for coming. Be here every week 11 o'clock, and we'll share wonderful information. So here it is. Today, is there any one of you who have been living with a toxic person in their life right now? Not in the past, right now. You're having somebody in your life that is toxic. And that person, well, you cannot get rid of it because it's a parent, it's one of your siblings. Maybe it's your ex-husband and you're still co-parenting your kid with him or with her. Maybe it's your boss. Maybe it's a friend from when you were a kid and you don't feel comfortable getting rid of them. But then again, living with those toxic people is so painful. It never stops. You see, because when we have a parent, an ex, or a boss that is a toxic person, it is very hard to get rid of them, and we feel stuck. And we have a hard time dealing with it. Letting them drain you is totally wrong. Let me tell you something. If you let them drain your own energy and hurt you and control you, it will never ever stop. Because more than likely, those people will never change. And not because it cannot change. We can all change. They do not change because they don't want to. And when someone does not want to change, they will never change, no matter what you do. So we are not here today to have solution to go and get rid of them because it's not possible. It's your sibling, it's your parent, it's your boss, and you cannot get rid of it. What we are here for is to find a solution to protect ourselves. That's the only option we have. Because we cannot change those kind of people. Usually, they're very strong-headed people, and they will not change themselves. So, in order for us to be able to live our life with them, surrounded with them, and not being hurt, it is for us to find a solution. And today is your day. So, before we dig into it, let me ask you something. Tell me in the comments, hurt, if you are living with some people that are toxic people. Let's see here. All right. So Amanda is living with someone that is, well, yes, a toxic person. I can see that. Yes, Amanda. Thank you for sharing. Here I have Lisa also, who is, yes. So there is some of you who have a sibling or someone in your life that you cannot get rid of it, and they are toxic people. And you've tried your best to change them, but They don't want to change. And believe me, have tried myself very hard to change someone that was close to me. And well, I went for it for over 10 years and nothing changed. When someone does not want to change, they never change. So, what do? We find ways to protect ourselves. And today, I am here to share with you three different techniques and very simple technique. Nothing complicated, nothing that you have to look deeply and remember the strategy to do it. No, it is something so simple you will not believe, and you won't believe why you didn't think about it, because it's easy to do, it is simple to remember as well. And the best is that it is very, very effective. So, who is ready to fire it up and dig deeper into those techniques? Let me see that in the comment. Please share with me. Fire it up, Sylvie. I see. Yes, yes, people. All right. So you are already, you've been through that, and you know that it is impossible to change somebody that is a toxic person unless they want to change themselves. And for that, we need us to protect ourselves, to protect our peace, to protect our energy, and to protect our mental health. And it's very important. When we deal with those type of people, there is nothing else we can do than protect ourselves. These are complicated therapy or strategy that I'm going to share with you today. They are very simple, like I said. And I want to start right away with my first strategy that will protect you, so that whenever you are in front of those toxic people, you can right away tap into that strategy, and you will stop at one point feeling stuck and trapped with those people. Whenever those people are around, you will have tools to protect yourself and eventually change the energy that is around you. So drop 100% if you are 100% ready to start here. Yes, good. You're ready. Let me have a little drink here. Thank you. So here we go. We are gonna go with my first technique. The first technique is extremely simple, and I bet you that you already heard about it, but you probably never did pay attention to it. Because sometimes the answer is right there in front of us, but we don't pay attention to it and we don't think that it will work. So, in order for us to stop being affected by those toxic people, here's my 3-minute rule technique. And it's very simple. You see, when you have someone in front of you that is the toxic person, they usually will provoke you. In fact, 99% of the time, they want to provoke you. They will say and do anything to hurt you, to make you react, to make you get angry, because they feed from that. Those type of people, they want control. They want you to react because the reaction you're giving them gives them food. They need that daily. And if they don't do it with you, they will do it with somebody else. But these are the kind of people that if they don't have this type of communication and reaction with somebody, their life, their day, is absolutely terrible. They need to provoke those emotional disruption into somebody else's so that they feel alive. And that is wrong. We all know that. But we cannot do anything because the only person who can change themselves is themselves. You can't change nobody else in life. You are responsible of yourself. That's every one of us. We have on that job of being responsible of who we are. What do we do? What decision we take? How we behave, and how we react. And the 3-minute rules is one of the rule or technique that I want you to get used to it. And it will take you time to step by step have this type of reaction instead of the old self reaction that you used to have with those type of person. You see, we are ready now to change ourselves in front of these people because we don't want to give them the power. We want to keep our power and we want to keep our energy. So, this 3-second rule is very simple. Whenever you have that person coming to you and doing whatever he does or she does to get that reaction from you, to either hurt you, to either make you angry, make you scream, make you lose yourself, destabilize yourself, throw you off your way. They have lots of different ways to do that with you. So this time or the next time it happened, today even, don't do what you used to do. Don't react how you used to react. Instead, I want you to count in your head from 3, 2, 1. And then when you finish that count, I should say, take a deep breath from your nose and count 4 times as you breathe in. Hold it, counting 4 times as well. And then exhale it slowly, counting 6 times. Then you will see how different you feel. It will automatically destabilize him, her, the toxic person, and it will give you the strength to not react, to not go in the same mode as you always react and went when that person is provoking you. Because toxic people, that's what they do. They go there and they want to provoke us. Some do it consciously, some don't do consciously. They're just born like that. Well, they're not born necessarily like that, but they were raised in an environment that makes them like that. They need to control. They need to feel they have power. They need to feel they are the right person. They know everything about life. They know how it should be. And they just want to show you that they are in power. And instead of having that bad reaction that we used to have, because it is painful, it is hard to live with these type of people, do this. The 3-second rule. Just count or decount. 3, 2, 1. Go into a deep breath in, counting 4. Hold it, counting 4, and exhale slowly, counting 6. And that in itself change your entire energy. And the most beautiful reaction is that the person then just freeze, because that person is used to have the old reaction, right? It used to have the old you. So now suddenly they're the one who are destabilized. And just let it be. Let it be like that. Move on to something else. Get out of the room. Go do whatever you want. Get out of the way and let that toxic person be with whatever reaction you just gave them. They will not have an ounce to feed on. They will not be able to provoke you. Or they may ask, hey, how come you're not reacting? Or they may say something even more hurtful because suddenly they don't see you react and they want a reaction. Well, do the 3-second rule one more time. That's it. If they keep at it, well, keep doing that 3-second rule action. And believe me, it won't take long. They will give up. They will walk out the room themselves because they'll suddenly see, hey, it's not working. I'm not destabilizing them suddenly, right? So they are themselves destabilized. So that's the first technique I want you to use. Then, it's a simple way of doing it. And I want to give you an example. That's, somebody is telling you, hey, you are not right today. Why are you doing that with our kids? And instead of turning around and saying, well, that's what the teacher told me and this and that, and begins the argument and the fight, if you do the 3-second rule, you will automatically regain your power and destabilize them. And that's how it works. Very easy to remember, easy to do, but you must do it. You must try. I know that it is very easy to get back into the old you, but you must try to use that technique and stick with it, because the more you will behave like that, the more that toxic person will be destabilized. And at one point, they have no other choice than to react differently. And you know what? A lot of those toxic people, when they see that they cannot reach out to you or to someone to destabilize them, they give up. They will turn around and try to get on with somebody else because they see that, hey, nothing is happening right now. I'm not having the same effect on this person anymore. It's boring. I want to go away. And that actually introduced my second technique. The second technique I call the gray rock. The gray rock is very simple. Why I say the gray rock? Well, there's many rocks in this world, right? And I'd say 95% of the time we look at any one of the rocks and they're all unique and they all have somehow something very beautiful, very extraordinary, and not like unique. That's the word I'm looking. They have something unique in themselves, and they're beautiful. But when you look at those gray rocks that you can have by the sea or in the woods, they're actually boring, right? They have nothing special, we feel, on it. Of course, they have their uniqueness, but when we look at them at the first glance, we see they're boring. We're gonna go and pick up a rock that's got a red line in it instead of the gray rock. Well, that's the technique that I want you to use. I want you to use the technique I call the gray rock. And it's basically a technique of boring. So toxic people lose interest in you because, as I said from the get-go, those toxic people, they are like vampire. They feed on emotion. They feed on the fact that you don't feel good. You are hurt. You are crying. You are getting angry. They feed on that. It's really like vampire. They need that to feel alive. And that's why they're doing it. So if I give you a technique that makes you being boring, you're being boring because you don't have any reaction. You again are destabilizing them. Basically, the technique I'm showing you today is to show you how to be all along boring and destabilizing them instead of them destabilizing you. I am giving you the power so that you are the one in charge when you are surrounded with those people. Those toxic people will not change, but you can change. And if you use the gray rock technique, it's very easy. And they will feel not powered enough. They will not be able to justify why they're screaming at you. Why are they insulting you? Because somehow you will be defending yourself without them knowing it, without screaming at them, without moving even. You just go into the neutral zone mode. What I mean by that is that if someone is screaming at you or insulting you like they used to, this time, instead of blowing it up or answering to them, I want you to just say, okay. Thank you. Maybe. Well, yes. You know what I'm saying? Any kind of those quick, short word that doesn't give them fuel for them to keep on adding to it. Just agree with whatever they're saying. Just agree. You know better. You know that you're a better person. You know who you are. So even if they are insulting you, even if they are diminishing you, accept it. Because you know you're not. You know you're stronger. You know you're doing your best. You know who you are. You know your value. So you don't need anybody else to tell you that you're a great person, that you do your best, that life for you is growing every day and improving yourself every day. They are not like that. Toxic people are not in growth. In fact, they don't want to improve their life. They don't want to improve themselves. They are feeling safe just the way you are, the way they are, just because they are scared to move forward, to be different. And that's the reason why they stay the way they are. And that's the reason why they feed off hurting people, provoking people. It gives them great power. And for them, it is safe because nothing ever changed. But you protect yourself from now on. And then it will change because they will never be able to provoke you like they used to. So suddenly your emotions, when you use the gray rock technique, is neutral, not anymore engaged, not anymore hurt, not anymore angry, nothing like that. We don't give them fuel, we give them boring attitude. That's the gray rock method. It is you becoming boring, becoming neutral, becoming gray, not moving an inch from your emotions, like being a rock, stable, neutral, boring. That's the gray method. That's what you need to do for them to just not have the fuel they are looking for. And the fuel that they are looking for is you being emotionally hurt. So instead of giving them the satisfaction and the food that they want of seeing you in pain and emotionally disturbed, I want you to give them the gray rock method where you are boring, you're neutral, you're not changing nothing. You're not being affected, and you let them be. And when you do that, the whole thing drops for them. So tell me, how does it feel? I've only given you two methods. Let me see here in the comment if you agree, if you like, give me a thumb up, give me a thumb down, whatever you want. But please tell me, yes, okay, yes, all right. So a lot of you have good reaction. You understand what I'm saying here. It is very simple method. It is easy to remember, isn't it? Now, I want to give you something very important here. Let me tell you something. Whenever those people are being the way they are with their toxic, aggressive, or insulting mode, they are giving us some negative energy. In fact, 100% of the time, those people, whatever they do, well, 5 minutes later, it's like nothing ever happened. It's like they're coming back to you, and some of them will use, oh, my love, do you want to do this for da? They will carry on like that, like nothing ever happened. Like 5 minutes ago, they did not insult you. 5 minutes ago, they did not hurt you. They did not diminish you. They did not told you were stupid. None of it existed. It's as if none of it existed. And I know that I used to be flawed about that. I used to go, what? Are you serious? Now it's baby, love, sweetie. 5 minutes ago, I was a stupid this and that. It used to floor me. I used to go, what's wrong with that person? You know, it's like, how can you just insult me, scream at me, and being such a negative person towards me, and then suddenly 5 minutes later you want to hug and kiss? Are you nuts? Do you think I want to hug and kiss you? No, I don't want that. Why would I want that? You have just hurt me, and it's right there, and it's not going, and it's staying there most of the time, the entire day. Sometimes it takes weeks before it leaves my body and my mind. I remember very well because I had toxic people in my life. And wow, wow, wow. To be daily with this type of people, it literally pulls us down, right? It pulls ourselves down instead of bringing ourselves up. And we should be surrounded by people that bring us up. But we don't always have the choice, right? Because sometimes, like I said, it's our parents, it's our ex-boyfriend, and we're still raising the kid with them. It's our sister, it's our brother. We still see them in the family reunion. We can't just cut them. That's it, right? So we stop with them. But we protect ourselves and we learn to use those techniques. And my third technique is exactly what it is. It is to take off that negative energy. I want you to shake it off. It's actually what it is. Shake off the energy. Remove it from your own body quickly and as soon as you can, because you don't want to stay with that energy. When you stay with that energy for weeks and days, it's not good. It is just, I don't know how, it is eating up at you. It will eat up at you. It will change who you are. It will make you be different the entire day, be different with your kids, with your other people that you love very much. So we don't want that, right? We don't want to be like the toxic people. We don't want to have that reaction because someone is toxic with us. We don't want to become toxic to others. And sometimes, well, I'd say actually all the time, if we don't remove that energy from ourselves, we really have a tendency to take it on somebody else. Because we cannot take it on that toxic person. We do take it on somebody else. So, what I'm introducing you today is the third technique where I want you to shake it off. Shake the energy off. And what I want you to do is very simple. I want you to go in a separate room after you had your altercation with that toxic person. Go in the bathroom, go outside, go in your bedroom, go wherever that person is not there. And I want you to turn around and literally shake your body, shake your arms, shake your hands, shake your entire body, shake your legs, go up and down, jump, move hard, remove the energy like this. I mean, do whatever gesture you can do to remove the energy. And visualize that you are removing that energy. Once this is done, I want you to take a deep breath. Actually, I want you to take 3 deep breaths and visualize every time that you exhale, visualize the inside of your body, an energy coming out, because it's that toxic energy that we are taking away from the inside, from our organs, from our body, from our bloodstream. We are removing it from our body. And then what I want you to do, once you've done those 2, I want you to turn around and say it to yourself that you are taking back your energy, that what you've just released is not you. It doesn't belong to you. You do not want. You are a strong, positive, shining individual. And that is who you are and what you want to be. Love yourself. Embrace who you are. Accept that you are stronger than them, because you are. Believe it or not. I know we feel weak when you have people around like this. When toxic people are around us, we feel like nothing. But that is not true. It's quite the opposite. They're the one who are not so great. And you are actually extraordinary. And that's why toxic people come at us, because we are so good. We shine. And we are good in what we're doing. And somehow it disturbs them. And the only way for them to feel good is to put us down, right? Self-esteem, low self-esteem. That's basically what it is, right? When someone has low self-esteem, they will destroy the other so that they feel great. Right? So if I destroy you, oh, I'm on top of the world. But we know it's not quite like that. So you have to rebuild yourself if you're a toxic person. But nobody else can do it except the toxic person. And that's what I want you to know today as well. You will never, ever be able to change them. So protect yourself first. And by protecting yourself, by the way, that's how you can help them. Because it is hard to see a person who is a toxic person when they are a sibling, and deep inside you love them and you want to help them. But believe me, there's nothing you can do. All you can do actually is truly protecting yourself the way I said it to you. Use those 3 techniques. And by using those 3 techniques, you will provoke some kind of awakening into them. Because suddenly they will wonder and question themselves. How come she's not reacting anymore? He's not reacting anymore to what I say, to my insult, to the way I blew up on them. How come? That is the best thing that can happen to them when they start questioning themselves. Nobody ever made them in a position so they can question themselves and maybe look at themselves and see who they truly are. So by you protecting yourself and reacting like that, you are indirectly giving them the tool for them to maybe awaken, to maybe see themselves the way they are and do something about themselves. But all of that being said, I want to tell you something here, because those techniques, they're great and they work wonderful. But there's something here I must tell you, because I want you to know, I need to be honest with you. Those techniques are literally surface technique. And what I mean by that is that you use them, they work, well, it's because you only have a surface problem with those kind of toxic people. What I mean by that is that you do not have some deep blockage in your subconscious mind. You are succeeding with those 3 techniques, and you stick with them, and you are able to do it systematically every time there's a toxic person in front of you. Wonderful. Beautiful. Bravo. Because it means that whatever it is surface problem. It's not a deep blockage in your subconscious mind. Now, it means the opposite as well, right? So, if you are doing the technique and you find yourself going back to your old way of dealing with it, like you do comment when they insult you, you do blow up when you cannot stand it anymore. Instead of being neutral, you react, right? Instead of counting 3, 2, 1 and taking your breath, you react. You don't think of going in the bathroom or in the room and isolate yourself for a minute or so and shake it off. Suddenly, you did the technique, but you don't always think about doing it. And little by little, you totally stop doing them. If that happens to you, let me tell you that it is because deep in your subconscious mind, there is a blockage. And if there is a blockage, I have to tell you that you will spend the rest of your life with toxic people. Because of the blockage, you will always attract them. Because of the blockage, you will never find a way to really protect yourself and not being affected and emotionally disturbed by them. You will systematically be disturbed by them. And it's because you have some blockage within your subconscious mind. It is the way it is, right? We are not responsible for the blockage we have. I mean, it's not our fault that we have specific blockage. It is because how we grew up and the environment we grew up in, with the culture we grew up in. So they were transferred to us, they were given to us, or at that time we thought or we saw that it was helpful for us to believe that belief, so we took it. But as an adult, it doesn't serve us anymore. I mean, there's all of those reasons that are always the same. It always comes down to the same. My past, my youth, is the reason why I have all those blockage, all those beliefs, all those fear. And it's very simple, because the beauty of it is that we can transgress them. We can transform them. We can rewrite a new story, a new belief, a new program, however you want to call it, we can change that. When we are not happy, when we see as an adult that it does not serve us anymore to be or behave or believe a certain thing, or being afraid of something, we can stop it. Because the subconscious mind is a place that is quite flexible. We are capable of going in our subconscious mind and rewrite whatever program that needs to be rewrite. Remove the blockage that does not serve us. And that's what I'm trying to tell you here. If you use those 3 techniques and within a few weeks, you go back into your old self of letting those toxic people hurt you and keep on diminishing you instead of sticking with those techniques, tell yourself that it's because you have a blockage. There is a belief, there is something from your youth that makes it a blockage that does not allow you to truly transform yourself. And I'm here today to invite you. I want to invite you to give you a chance, the chance to see at least one of those blockages and remove it totally. And I'm not doing it saying, hey, come and I'll sell you my program. No, I am saying I want to offer you a way for you to see that it is possible, that it is feasible to truly find out one blockage and find a way to remove it. And once you know that it is possible, it will blow your mind. And you will be so happy to free yourself because it will also tell you that whatever whatever things that you want to change in your life can be changed. It will empower you into changing and creating the life that you truly want. And what I'm doing here is inviting you for a free consultation so that I can have a conversation with you. We will talk, just the 2 of us, and we will find one deep blockage. And I will give you the tool to get rid of it, to transform it into something that you truly want, into something that will serve you. And it's in our conversation that we'll find what you really want, right? Because what I do is only what you want. I don't force anything. I have conversation with people. And if you want to do that with me, to have that chance of having a free conversation with me, to find that one blockage and have the solution, please DM me right away, live, and I will respond to you within the hour. I will personally work with you free, and we will find whatever blockage it is, and I will give you the solution. And if you are in the replay, please DM me as well. Tell me toxic, and I, within 24 hours, will reach out to you, and we will have that free conversation to figure out what is the one deep blockage that doesn't allow you to keep on using those 3 techniques and protect yourself from those toxic people. Let me tell you something. You don't have to deal like this with those toxic people. You don't have to take their BS. You don't have to take their negative attitude, even if they are a sibling, even if you cannot get rid of those people by walking away from them. They are there in your life and you have no other choice than having them in your life. Then it's for you to take care of yourself, protect yourself, use those techniques. And if it doesn't go well with those techniques, it's because you have a blockage. And if you have a blockage, please DM me toxic and I'll give you a free conversation. We will work on one of your blockage. I'll give you the solution and you will feel amazing. It's a step forward in the right direction. And don't forget, you are unique, beautiful. So, just to summarize here quickly, the first technique is the 3-second rule. Someone insults you, someone hurts you, count 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath, count 4. Hold it, 4. Exhale on the number of 6. Decount until 6. Then you will see that you will have a peaceful reaction with that person. And more than likely, you won't have a reaction. Then, what I want you to do is basically ignore those people by using the gray rock method. Just become like a rock. No emotion, no reaction. Neutral. They insult you, they come at you hard, and just agree. Just say, yeah, maybe, okay. Neutral. No reaction, no fuel for them. The third method is as soon as the altercation is over, I want you to go and insulate yourself in a private room, bathroom, bedroom, outside, wherever. Go be by yourself for a minute or two and shake off the energy, remove the energy, do it physically, do it with your imaging the energy going out of your body, and then use your voice to tell yourself that you are important, that you are strong, that you are a hold of yourself, that you are a positive person. Remove it all, these energy, so you don't spend the rest of the day with it or the rest of the week with that energy. And if those don't work because you keep going back into your old self, you have a blockage. And I am inviting you to DM me toxic, and I'll reach out to you and I'll have a free conversation with you to find one blockage and give you the solution. And once you experience that, I mean, it's a world changing event. It's like, wow, night and day. You will never feel the same. That is for sure. Because we have the power to change ourselves, nobody else. So, remember, you are a magnificent seed, and you only need a little bit of organic fertilizer in your ground to grow and become whole that you've always have been meant to be. Bye for now. I'll see you next week. Be good.